We're going through an evolution, and that evolution is this: how do we start to use these new digital technologies and blockchain to, first of all, provide a more efficient structure for traditional finance? And institutional investors have started that process.
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. Quick video breakdown for you all today. Buckle up your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, because today I'm going to prove to you all some of the things that we've been talking about on the CYPRX platform that the vast amount of XRP enthusiasts and community members are just not going to see because they're not paying attention to detail. They're not actually soaking up what the engineers of the XRPL are telling you, and instead are focused on riddles and price appreciation instead of the ongoing developments that are going to be so exponential. They are going to change the course of history for the XRPL and the digital asset XRP.
We're going through an evolution, and that evolution is this: how do we start to use these new digital technologies and blockchain to, first of all, provide a more efficient structure for traditional finance? And institutional investors have started that process. So
if what I just said intrigues you, stick around for the entirety of this video breakdown. We're going to get into some video clips. I'm going to pull up some posts, and I'm going to show you some live examples from within inside the CYPRX Discord and the Wealth 28 Club, showing you guys what real education looks like. So let's jump in. We're going to start here with this post that I've shown you all before, where I said, how many additional representatives from Ripple does the XRP community require to validate that our XRP can effectively work for us, enabling us to accumulate more XRP? Most of them won't get it, even though top Ripple representatives are telling us this, okay? And I showed you an example of David Schwartz at XRP Las Vegas mentioning this, and I also showed you a example from just a couple of weeks ago of Marcus Enfinger mentioning DeFi on the XRPL and how your digital assets could be working for you.
Like the more traditional market makers, because the automated market makers are implemented on decentralized blockchains, you can participate in an automated market maker not just by trading with it, but also by a sort of the equivalent of lending in assets. So remember I said the automated market maker has to have some USD so it can buy XRP whenever someone wants to sell it, and it has to have some XRP so it can sell XRP whenever someone else wants to buy it. And what an automated market maker does is it makes a return. It generates revenue from various different mechanisms, including the spreads on its trades. And if you lend it your XRP or your USD or both, then you own a sort of share in the automated market maker, and you benefit from the trades that automated market maker makes.
Next from XRP Ledger, what's on your roadmap?
Yeah, so there's some amazing stuff happening. So first of all, an automated market maker has been released very recently and voted in by the community. That one's going live, which will obviously also be a native feature on the protocol, which brings more security and user safety and allows users to basically, put their liquidity to work. So,
right, keep that in mind as we move forward. I've already shown you all that Ripple representatives are the ones telling you this, not me. CYPRX is just an educational platform that's attempting to spread the information that is already readily available, but most people won't see it, okay? Now we're going to read this fundamental piece that was from February 2024 from Medium that a lot of people most likely missed. And it goes on to say, as we enter into the chapter of our journey into 2024, a year that is shaping up to be radically transformative for the XRP Ledger ecosystem and the XRP community, this is a call to arms for every XRP enthusiast and investor and visionary to embrace the impending wave of innovation and spread awareness. Again, what we are doing here at CYPRX, real awareness, real education throughout the community. This is a significant shift in what the majority of XRP community has historically focused on, but it's not speculation or hype. This is happening. We are on the cusp of a massive transformative wave that's bound to catch many in the XRP community confused as they realize what is actually happening. And I'm going to physically show you all how Medium nailed this on the head, and they are 100% correct based off of also some things that we've mentioned that so many XRP enthusiasts and holders have no idea what's actually happening because they're not paying attention. They're paying attention to t-shirts Brad Garlinghouse is wearing, or they're paying attention to plugging David Schwartz's tweets into sacred gematria calculators instead of actually listening to what David Schwartz is telling you all publicly on stage, okay? So check this out. It goes on to say here, now new innovations are rapidly evolving and we are witnessing a maturing of the entire crypto and blockchain DeFi landscape. The ongoing shift away from decentralized exchanges has spurred centralized exchanges to offer retail and institutional staking on-chain, along with other products and services that are integrated into on-chain dApps or decentralized applications and DEXs across multiple public blockchain networks. It gives some examples where Coinbase launched Base in 2023, a layer 2 optimistic rollup on top of Ethereum. Kraken is also rumored to be building its own layer 2 network as well. Institutional interest in DeFi, like liquid staking and trading via AMMs and DEXs and decentralized lending and borrowing protocols, is happening. And I'm going to show you video proof of that, all videos that we've posted publicly on X and made videos about before. But if you actually take the collective whole of the videos that I've shown you all and will show you all today, it amounts to a couple hundred views. Nobody, again, is paying attention. Financial institutions are actively developing their tokenization of real-world asset strategies, which will ultimately converge with crypto and DeFi on public blockchains.
Yeah, I think that large institutions are very enamored by the technology, and I think that there are a lot of very strong characteristics about it. There's something about a public blockchain that is, ever persistent, highly redundant, always available, where you can, at any point in time, through a DeFi pool, get a price for some asset. That's very interesting.
What are we going to create for institutional investors? They'll need access to exchanges. They'll need access to OTC liquidity. They need staking. They need DeFi liquidity. They need staking. They need DeFi.
What would be that number 2 use case, and what you feel like the portfolio of Pantera probably has tried to target, second to that store value macro?
Yeah, I think, one thing we've really focused on is DeFi. Decentralized finance makes a lot of sense to us because that's really where it doesn't require frequency, throughput to the degree that exchange, transactions do, retail transactions do. Lending, borrowing, doing everything.
So I've shown you video breakdowns now of Ripple representatives and engineers from the XRPL telling you all that this is possible. I've shown you institutional investors mention DeFi and talk about how they're interested in this new DeFi ecosystem. And you see here how it mentions that they are building strategies. Again, what do you think you should be doing?
My same approach is to Web 3.0 and DLT. It's there. There's a lot of money behind it, so it can't be a total stupid thing. So you better make sure that you get engaged in it. And we as an association obviously have to prepare for the future.
Separating yourself, not financial advice, from your long-term bags, looking into building a completely separate DeFi portfolio, and actively educating yourself on the DeFi evolution.
We're going through an evolution.
Which is why we created the Wealth 28 Club, to inform and educate people properly on what's happening right now. So last but not least, we're going to read 2 more pieces. The advent of the XLS 30D, the automated market maker liquidity pools, is set to revolutionize the decentralized exchange platform within the XRPL, integrating seamlessly within the existing central limited order book, or the CLOB. This monumental enhancement is more than a mere adjustment. It is a harboring of a robust native economic model for XRP, offering an avenue for yield generation. I highlighted that in red because we're going to come back to that, okay? Now, last but not least, it says, this is permissionless in nature for every corner of the globe. That sentence is massive right there. Individuals can deposit XRP into any AMM liquidity pool in which XRP is one of the 2 assets. That's going to play an important role in just a second in the pool, without the specter of centralized censorship or any direct connection to the issuer of the other asset in the pool. So this is pretty much telling you that you can become a liquidity provider and earn yield, right? Yield generation by lending out your XRP, by putting it into a liquidity pool as one of the assets in the liquidity pool, and earning trading fees from the trading activity that's taking place on the XRPL, right? And now that was from Medium. So a lot of people will be like, oh, that's just from Medium. Who cares? Okay, this is directly from the Ripple website. And you can see the date, May 29th, 2024. I won't bore you to death. This is labeled the building blocks of institutional DeFi on the XRP ledger from Ripple.com. Okay, you can read about this. It talks about DeFi, XRPL, talks about automated market maker and death, blah, 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 blah. Okay, go through, read this, educate yourself. But if we come right down here, we click Command F and we type in earn. Okay, that's all we're going to type in. We're going to type in earn, just so you can see that the Ripple website is actually telling you as well that you can earn by lending out your XRP. This is giving an example of a DEX on the XRPL, Orchestra Finance, where it's leveraging the AMM to provide users with a seamless trading experience. Now, personally, I don't like the Orchestra Finance DEX, but again, it's an option. But it says it allows access to a wide range of assets and opportunity, key words right there, to earn returns for those who deposit into liquidity pools. Okay, so keep all of this in mind as I show you the example from one of these XRP enthusiasts on the X space that is constantly misleading and misguiding people because they don't understand the digital asset that they hold. Again, I don't know this person personally, but I do understand the digital asset XRP, and I'm here to tell you that this post is extremely non-beneficial to the XRP community because it literally steers people away from the utility and the opportunity that people have right now to expand and grow their wealth in the XRP community. So this gentleman right here, I'm not going to take time to read the individual's name. Again, I have no beef against this person, and I could care less at the end of the day, cool, so be it. They're a little bit uneducated about the digital asset that they hold, but please, people, wake up, pay attention. 55,000 impressions. This is kind of disgusting at the end of the day. XRP is so boring, consolidating sideways for 5+ years now, okay? This is actually a good thing. Yeah, I'll say that again. This is actually a good thing. Now, if you hold the digital asset, and I said that, and that kind of piqued your nerves a little bit, let me educate you a little bit further. Let's actually go and listen to one of the engineers on the XRP ledger, David Schwartz himself, tell you that this is actually a good thing, that digital assets are not supposed to be volatile. Take a second and listen.
So I'm going to go into more detail of all of these, but I think this is a roadmap for institutional DeFi. So let's start with the automated market maker, something that is extremely near and dear to my heart. As I've said many times, I've been experimenting with trading and volatility harvesting and different types of strategies for probably 30 years now. There is a tremendous amount of volatility in digital assets, and just like logically there shouldn't be. There is a tremendous amount of volatility in digital assets, and just like logically there shouldn't be, because volatility is exploitable.
Right? He is talking about decentralized finance. He's talking about DeFi. He is talking about the stability of the XRPL and the digital asset XRP for a reason, okay? Keep in mind that I mentioned that you could become a liquidity provider by providing your XRP to a decentralized exchange in a liquidity pool as one of the assets in a two-sided liquidity pool to be earning yield on your XRP. Now, keep in mind that this gentleman went on to say that XRP has been consolidating for 5+ years now. David Schwartz mentioned that it's actually not a good thing if a digital asset is volatile. Now let me educate you on why that is. So let's head over to the DeFi section in the CYPRX Discord, which again is readily available to anybody who actually wants to educate themselves in this space and not just watch aimless influencers that literally have no idea about the digital assets that they hold. Why is this a good thing? So I said to the private members, apologies, but this statement, again, from the individual influencer, reflects an uninformed influencer rhetoric. It is important to note that sideways markets are optimal for liquidity provision, allowing for precise range setting. Understanding the proper utilization of XRP in digital markets involves recognizing the extreme volatility complicates liquidity provision. Given that XRP's price action has been predominantly sideways over the past 5 years, it has become evident that XRP is actually well suited for consistent liquidity provision, regardless of price fluctuations that the rest of the market is experiencing. This stability makes XRP a reliable digital asset for maintaining a solid trading range and assuming a degree of price stability. So if you're like, what are you talking about? Well, again, in the CYPRX private Discord, we have an entire downloadable PDF where you can go and learn about concentrated liquidity ranges and concentrated liquidity pools and how to optimize capital efficiency and actually understand what David Schwartz is talking about, why it's not a good thing if a digital asset is volatile. Because again, when it comes to liquidity provision, imagine you're a liquidity provider, you're providing liquidity for the digital asset XRP, and it's always constantly fluctuating up and down in a massive volatile spike. You would have to readjust your liquidity positions in concentrated ranges on a consistent basis. Do you think financial institutions are going to want to do that? No, they're going to want to take a more hands-off approach. They're going to want to take an approach on a digital asset that's a lot more stable, like a stable coin, in liquidity pools on a pair on a digital asset that's not volatile. So let me just read a little bit about this. So concentrated liquidity pools, as introduced as an example in Uniswap v3, which is the DEX, enables liquidity providers to specify the price range within which they want to provide liquidity. This allows them to concentrate their capital in areas where they expect more trading activity, making their capital usage more efficient. Keep in mind, I just proved to you, right, that financial institutions are doing what? They're building DeFi strategies. What do you think we're doing here at the Wealth 28 Club? We're building DeFi strategies by learning how to optimize concentrated liquidity pools and take advantage of the sideways movement of the digital asset XRP by setting the best concentrated ranges above highs and beneath lows to concentrate the liquidity that we're providing to the XRPL to maximize our returns. It would not be a good thing if the digital asset XRP was forever in an uptrend or forever in a downtrend or constantly going one direction to the upside, because we would have to do what? We would have to adjust our liquidity positions. And again, over the past 5 years, this has been a really good price wave for XRP considering liquidity providing. And what's coming to DeFi and institutions coming in, this shows that the digital asset XRP is actually a great asset to provide liquidity for. Now, keep in mind, I don't think the digital asset XRP is going to be at 50 cents for forever. I think that it's going to be a stable price, but at a much higher stable price. Again, I've never given you guys solid price predictions on where I think the digital asset is going to go. However, I think that it's going to do this same exact thing at a relatively higher price, okay? But this is just a test. At these lower prices, fluctuating underneath $3 and whatever 48 cents all the way down to 24 cents, give or take, this is a test that the digital asset XRP can remain relatively stable. Like David Schwartz said, volatility is not good. So this is actually a great thing. It is not boring. If you understand the digital asset XRP and how to utilize it for what it's meant for, and some other use cases that it has, this price action is not boring. It's actually really good. Okay. So again, if you want to read about this more in detail, how concentrated liquidity pools work, how to benefit from capital efficiency in targeting liquidity pools, and so on and so forth. Again, this document is downloadable in our CYPRX Discord. However, we created an entire course surrounding how we are getting involved in DeFi step by step from beginner level all the way to an advanced level, showing you how we're building DeFi portfolios, how we're maximizing different strategies in the DeFi ecosystem. And you guys have access to all of that through the Wealth 28 Club. So again, I'm showing you all this information because these people are not listening to what David Schwartz is telling you. David Schwartz, an XRPL engineer, is literally telling you that volatility is not a good thing.
There is a tremendous amount of volatility in digital assets, and just like logically there shouldn't be.
Yet here you have XRP enthusiasts telling you that they can't wait for price action and it's so boring and oh my gosh, it's been moving sideways for 5 years. This literally just screams lack of education of the digital assets in which you hold. Don't be this type of individual that views this and says, oh, you know what? XRP is trash. Because in reality, via everything that's coming to the XRPL and the DeFi ecosystem, sideways movement is actually a good thing. Many blessings to you guys. I hope that this educational and informational video showed you that here at CYPRX, we are in an attempt to provide real value and education, and other XRP influencers on the internet, again, I don't know this individual personally, are low-key kind of lost in the sauce right now, right? Keep up, stay educated. Many blessings to you guys. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.